Okay, I've got a whole bunch of sub-assemblies, as you can see, coming together here and there and everywhere. So we're going to actually put together a big component here on the tail section. So basically, got this tail piece here. Looking at the instructions, this one here, this little guy like so, and then should be this one here. Okay. Again, avoiding some of the touch-ups till after I get everything together. Okay. Okay, this one fits like so. This little guy fits. That one is a conundrum. It's fitting. I see, okay. These little pegs here. Just gotta look on the instructions, make sure you got the right pegs in the right area, because otherwise you can break them and don't get a second chance on this stuff. Okay, and then this pivots in the back component there. It's getting bigger and bigger too. This is crazy. So we've got that whole assembly there. And I did notice the metal paint is starting to flake off and touch the blue, which doesn't look too bad. It looks like blue metal flake, but it's just kind of interesting. Okay, now a couple pins. C12 is these little guys here. You know, I'm doing a lot of this stuff off camera, so sorry about that. Okay. One little pin. At least these parts aren't really, really tiny. Some of the clear parts were, but most of these are manageable for most people's fingers. Okay, so now we put those in these upper two, just like so. This is actually a little easier to even build than a Lego set sometimes. So at least you're not digging through thousands of parts in a Lego set. Okay, now we're ready to actually put the whole assembly here together. Now it's got to fit just right. These little pieces have to be side by side so they can slide out, so his legs actually can move out. Got to make sure everything fits in tandem. Make sure everything's fitting on the bottom. Okay. I think we actually got it. Oh, look at that. That actually pivots this way. Isn't that cool? That is very cool. Pivots this way and up and down. So full articulation of his little tail there. Very, very cool. This reminds me of a motorcycle's fuel tank there. Even complete with disc brakes for his legs. So, okay. Wow, we're looking pretty good. I mean, he's going to be coming together pretty soon. Okay, one thing of note, even though the instructions aren't all in Japanese, the order of build is particular in some areas. So what's interesting, I wasn't sure what these were at first, but they are basically your order of assembly in this. So this goes on first, then these second, is what those mean. So got to make sure we follow those, but it's very good that they did that. All right, I've got most of the tail and rear end done, the head and this forward section here, which has the gun mount on it. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break here, and then I'm going to start working on the legs and the mid part probably next time. So I will take a break and get back to it soon. Okay, we're ready for another sub-assembly assembly. So we've got 3 major components going together, which is the tail unit and hips. So we've got this little, looks like a fin, and that's going right into here. That fit nice and easy. Okay. Then we've got the front part here. Let's do these 2. This actually goes here. What? Oh, let's see. This is supposed to be like that. Make sure that's in the right position. Okay. Yeah, some of those parts that are supposed to move are sometimes kind of difficult to figure out. I always feel I'm breaking this thing. Okay. Okay, and that's a moving part there. It looks good and locked in. And then this will punch into this little poly cap. Yep. Pieces are falling off. Okay. I assume that's as far as that goes. Okay. Again, I just don't want to destroy this thing. Okay. Wow. Looking quite large, and I assume this will eventually go, this head will eventually go there. So, yeah, a lot bigger than I thought this would be. Okay, ready to build some more. Okay, it's time to install his little Shadow Fox's heart, so to speak, the little control module here that has his little instinct module, something like that they call it. Anyways, it's the coolest part of the whole kit, being clear, transparent red. So we will attach that into its little place, and then again the instructions give you steps of which parts to put in first. So this one's the one that goes in first. So I can figure myself out. There we go. Okay, and then we put in this little lower piece here. Again, I wait to paint to the last because some of these cover up certain other areas, so save a lot of time by doing that instead of painting every single thing over again. Okay. Let's see why this is a little more difficult. There we go. One strong little module, and then we will take some paint and some thinner, and we'll clean up all that sanding marks on the side. It's good that Tamiya paint also dries pretty quick too. That way you can do this without much issues moving on to the next part. So we're going going to paint that. There's a whole section I don't have to paint now because this covered it up. This is underneath here. Really kind of thinking it would have been kind of neat to actually light this and illuminate this little instinct module or whatever they call it. Being transparent red, that would have been really cool. Once it's done, I don't know, I might get creative and figure out how to put in some fiber optics or something. So we shall see.